Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to talk about AI and just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on AI. Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. So, I work in two industries that may be affected by AI in the near future. And I think vast majority of people are working in industries that could be affected by AI in the very near future. Maybe if you're 35 or younger, you might be a little more scared because you have more time to go through with all this new stuff. But if you're a little bit older, you may be thinking, oh, it's just a little bit more time and then you're out, you're retired. So the two industries that I work in, I work as a financial trader and also a game developer. I also have my own software company that I run. So all industries kind of affected by AI, maybe more so than some other industries, right? Because if you're doing trades or if you're doing some other physical type job, I think you are pretty safe in the short term, possibly. Nobody really can tell, but you would assume so. So the question is, am I scared? Or should people be scared? Now, disclaimer, this is completely my opinion. You can take it or leave it. It's totally up to you. Take whatever you want from this and leave your thoughts in the comments below so we can have a discussion. But I think I'll talk to the two industries separately. So when it comes to the software industry in general, I still think that AI is just another leverage tool to any industry. You can leverage AI to amplify your output. Now let me explain. What do I mean by a leverage tool? And so there's a couple of leverage tools in the society or the system that we operate in as modern humans. One of them being code, probably the recent invention, or if you go a little bit back further, capital. Capital is one of the biggest leverage tools that people can use to produce more output compared to what they put into the input side of things. So people have been using capital to generate value. Now that value in turn generate capital gain, or profits as we call it. So if you talk about something like, if you take a baker before the Industrial Revolution, you could be looking at somebody who's using their hands to create the product completely by themselves. It takes more time, it takes more effort, maybe it takes more money put into it to get the final product out. But when you have equipment, when you have tools, when you have new breakthroughs in chemistry that allows that process to flourish even stronger and assist the baker in the process of making his product, you only amplify his output. So he could put less input, less effort, less work, and still get the same output. Think about a grinder, or think about a mixer, or an oven, a large scale oven, right? So that is really how I think about AI. It's just another leverage tool. And I think people who understand this and people who see it benefit the most from it because they understand the ways on how to use it. And it's a very divisive topic because people want you to be afraid, right? People, the whole system kind of wants you to be complicit, so you're easy to extract resources out from. If you think about that baker, did the company that produced that equipment, did they take his job? Not really. They enhanced what the baker could do. They enhanced his output. Now here's the caveat though. We don't know if AI will stay a leverage tool for however long of a time that you want to think about it that way. It could change. But for the time being, and I have to be very careful here not to predict the future. And then just look at the present and look where we are now and just talk about it as it is. So as it is now, AI is just a leverage tool in my opinion. And if you know how to use it, if you learn how to use it, you can only output more. You can only increase your productivity. There's no real harm that you can do. Now I'll take an example. If I'm developing a game or a software project, I can use AI to develop faster. I could use AI to fix the rough arounds in my models. I could use AI to optimize voice acting workflows. I could use AI to basically help me architect projects better. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna go straight and ask for the solution and copy paste it. That doesn't work. Well, not yet, right? You can't just take AI as the Bible. It's not that. It's a tool to bounce ideas from, right? If you use it for that purpose, you can extract so much value from it, right? For what AI offers, it's still very cheap. And I think it's only gonna get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So if you understand this and if you don't give in to the fear of, oh, AI is gonna take my job, I think you'll have a more open mind to utilize the tool to the best of its abilities. Now, going back to financial trading, that's also an industry that's seemingly is going to be affected by AI a lot. A lot of traders are like, oh no, trading is done. There's not going to be any humans doing financial trading. But that's not true. And the crazy part is AI has always been a thing in trading. There was always trading bots that was trading under the markets. They were trading the gaps in the market. There was so many things that AI were doing. But still, it doesn't really take the fact out that you can still make it in the markets if you put in the effort. If you use AI as a tool to analyze things, to take an eagle eye view of what's happening in the economy or economies, if you're trading international, right? So even there, I kind of use it as a tool to see the bigger picture or to process information faster, because that's something that we can get the assistance from AI. Is as humans, we are somewhat capped at how much information that we can process at a certain amount of time. But AI is also capped, but at a much higher level than human intelligence or the human processing capacity. And this is only information, strictly, not feelings or emotions or sentiment, just information. So I think, like I said, if you are not scared of the AI takeover, if you look above that fact to AI as a tool that you can leverage, you will extract the most value out of AI in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, the AI landscape is very, very volatile and can change very quickly, and we could go from AI being a leverage tool to the whole package, the whole solution. But I don't think we're there yet. And honestly, why don't we just cross that bridge when we come to it? That's just my approach, because being scared, because that bridge may never come. Being scared and having a sort of a downer mindset about it is not going to help when that comes, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts about the AI takeover. And I think human ingenuity is never going to go away. I don't think it's ever going to go away, because when the press was invented, people thought that, oh, there goes human creativity. We're not going to see books anymore. That's not what happened. People got more knowledgeable. People started writing more books. They enhanced their output. They amplified it by thousands and thousands of times by utilizing those tools. Now anybody can publish a book anywhere in the world, and it could be an instant hit if the book is good, right? If you put in the marketing, if you know what you're doing, if you could provide value, and if people can extract that value from your book, it's gonna be a runaway success, no matter who you are or where you're writing your book from. That's the world we live in. Why don't we use that with AI to do whatever we're doing? It doesn't have to be software engineering, doesn't have to be trading. It could be making clay pots, or running a marketing company, or doing architect work for clients wherever in the world, right? Why don't we use AI as a tool to extract as much value from it and use it as a tool to enhance our output, to amplify our output? That's it. That's all I had to say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.